What we have to do is we have to have a nexus between the crime itself and the person that we're considering charging. This case came to the Madison County DA's office Monday afternoon. Sergeant King and his staff, the staff unit, are doing an excellent job of fighting the war on drugs. And one of his men came to me and told me what they had on this case. We have to make the nexus between the death and the person. They brought the facts to us. You first determine whether there was an intentional act to take someone's life. We found in this case that that's not what we had. We had somebody involved intentionally in a criminal act, and through their recklessness led to the death of Corey Brower. So we made the determination based on the facts that we had at that time. That's what we charged. Could have charged murder, could have charged criminally negligent homicide, but manslaughter was what seemed to fit. And of course, as you folks all know, charges are apt to change down the road based on the facts that we have as we uncover. This is an ongoing investigation. So it was the appropriate charge at the time. You have to find what that person was thinking when they did that act. What was their intent? We know that person's intent was to deliver drugs to an individual, in this case, Corey Brower, okay? Did they understand and appreciate the risk that was involved? So that's one of the things you look at, as opposed to when I gave somebody something that they didn't know what it was. It might just be a negligent act. So you have to look what all the factors we've got. I don't really feel comfortable getting into the particulars of the case because the case should be tried in the courtroom. But we have sufficient evidence to believe that her actions, her intentional act of selling the drugs, based on her understanding of the risk involved, warrant the charge. Of course, Chief Morris has been a police officer a lot longer than I've been a prosecutor, but I've been in the DA's office 24 years. We've never had a case in Madison County where we've charged this. And if we didn't feel comfortable in doing it, we wouldn't have done so. But it was a case that called out for that, cried out for that, speaking for the victim's family. And the evidence supports it. And of course, we'll get a chance to show that when we take the case to circuit court level. We all live in a society. We all have to play by certain rules. The law asks that we all live a certain way, okay? When somebody steps over that line and affects somebody adversely, and there's a criminal intent that can be shown, maybe not intentionally, maybe knowingly, right? In this case, recklessly, it's our right as the district attorney's office to stand up for victims in this community, to keep them from those who would do them harm. So I don't know if that answers your question, but I mean, it's like we would handle any other case. It's just, it's a different fact scenario for us.